Hello, and this is Zach for Theology Gaming, and I am continuing this playthrough of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I honestly do not remember what stage I'm on. Looks like it's Cliffside Slide, so I'm gonna do it. Woo! Alright, as you can see, I have way too many lives, as usual, and hopefully I'll do well. Now, I think part of the reason why I have been making dumb mistakes... Oh, this is one of those cool silhouette levels? Yeah, they had these in the last game too, but I honestly don't mind. Because it just makes everything very clear, if you want to think of it that way. Free banana coin. But yeah, I'm using on a Hauppauge HD PVR 2, so this probably explains the slight bit of input lag that I'm experiencing. So that's, I think that might be why, or I'm just making excuses for poor play. Depends on your perspective. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Okay, it's not like a race against time now. It's just everything's just moving. It's kind of a weird remix of that cave theme from like forever ago. Let's see this. Boom. Oh, I didn't know what I was supposed to do there. Okay, I guess that one was a race. Oh, and you get full hearts back from this? Oh, that's nice. Oh, well, that is like not fair. Oh, I guess you bounce automatically if you ever jump on anything in this game, which is a interesting choice. Oh, now things are getting serious. I was gonna talk about something today, other than the fact that input delay is something I hate, and I wish that didn't happen. Oh yeah, I don't know why, but I've just been looking through various subjects, and the one that seems to have been coming up is the quote-unquote harrowing of hell. Have you ever heard? Okay, I missed that grab for obvious reasons, because I'm talking about something important. You ever heard of this thing? Okay, so for those who are uninitiated with the technical terms for theological concepts that people came up with, the harrowing of hell is referring to the idea that when Jesus died on the cross, he... Okay, you can't roll. I thought you could roll through this. That's kind of an annoying sequence, then. Anyway, harrowing of hell refers to when Jesus dies on the cross, he doesn't go to... Oh, I want that heart. He doesn't go to... He goes to hell to... what is it? Open the gates of hell and, like, take all the saints from previous ages prior to Christ and, you know, bring them back up to heaven and all that sort of thing. Because I think in most traditional Christian doctrines you'll find out that there actually is not a quote-unquote afterlife that is in the sense of the heaven and hell that you hear about in most Christian churches prior to Jesus Christ going in. There's what's known as Sheol, which is kind of the underworld or the nether realm or the realm of the dead. You know, I mean, it sounds kind of like silly Greek mythology stuff, but the understanding is that Sheol has two sides. One of them is for good people, or not good people, but people who have been saved by, you know, Yahweh, God of the Bible, and whatnot. And the other side are people who are, you know, not so lucky because they were horrible people or did bad things. Now, most of the time, people get kind of that understanding of Sheol from the parable that Jesus talks about, the rich young man and the was it Lazarus, the poor guy, not Lazarus Jesus' friend. There's a distinction. So, if you're ever curious, yeah. If you read both of those, it's not the same Lazarus as far as I know, but it is a Lazarus, and I knew I was going to jump into that, and that was dumb. But anyway, So when basically the harrowing of hell is kind of how the modern heaven and hell conceptions in evangelical culture, at the very least, come into being. And I didn't know I was on a time limit, though I probably should have known that. So it's an interesting concept. Anyway. So the harrowing of hell is more of an affirmation that Jesus goes to, well, think of it literally speaking in Christian theology, hell. Which riles up some people. As a evangelical Baptist by trade, I'm not sure trade is the right word. I think it's more upbringing. But yeah. But that is the thing. The thing I grew up with was more that Jesus didn't go to hell. I guess there were really specific reasons for that, but I've been unable to find out what the big difference is if Jesus goes to hell or heaven, because functionally speaking, the results are exactly the same. And if you look in early Christian manuscripts and theology, it seems like the majority of the Christian church, the early Christian church, also believed this. I mean, just take a look at the Apostles' Creed, among other ones, and it seems to have been a universal thing. Oh goodness, this is neat. Oh goodness. I've not been remarking how interesting this is, because I've been talking about important things. Anyway, functionally speaking, the harrowing of hell is probably more of a thing associated with medieval times, so, because like, even Martin Luther and John Calvin, I'm pretty sure, believe in the harrowing of hell. And you can get scriptural support for either one. It's fine. But I don't think it fundamentally changes anything about either one. I mean, one is a nice poetic way to describe what exactly is happening when Jesus dies on the cross, which is, you know, it's interesting. But I don't know whether or not it really matters which one you're using in your theological formation. I mean, I kind of get it, but, like, I've seen people, like, fight to the death over this. Like, Jesus didn't go to hell, Jesus, you're dead, you're dead! And it's like, okay, and, so how does this affect you? It might affect your theological understanding a little bit, but I don't think it functionally changes anything about any of it. Maybe I'm just a youngin' and I don't quite get it. This is interesting. What's going on here? Okay, this is... That was like a puzzle, but not really a puzzle. Wow, I'm like really confused. When did I like stumble into a science fiction film? Well, at least this allows for the implementation of interesting obstacles. So I don't care. That last level was pretty darn cool, you gotta admit. This one is too. Yeah, usually the later levels in Donkey Kong Country games are really good. Although, I really don't think this one's quite as hard as the other one. And, okay, that timing was bad. Ooh. So yeah, Harrowing of Hell, I don't really get what the big fuss is about. Anyway, which is interesting, because I know my parents would be like, I can't believe this. Well, they have certain things, you know, like the rapture. What? You know, my best answer on that one is I just don't know. I mean, the thing is about, like, scripture interpretation is more that you have to, like, think. Like, what's your criteria for this and that being a belief that you want? That was pretty cool. Like, is this belief useful? Also, how much evidence is there for it? What's your criteria for evidence? I mean, every denomination obviously has a different one. I would say the ones that are more current. I'm just gonna take a stab here and say charismatics are a little more loose on some of the theological stuff, and Catholics are like, whoa, you gotta have like all this stuff. Oh! Oh, goodness. Oh, that's going to suck. Whoa! Oh, I gotta roll into him, don't I? Hey! That was unfair, fundamentally. Okay. You know what? That was unclear how I was actually supposed to prod him into attacking me. Alright, that was coffee. Coffee's always good. I was so on. I was so on. I guess you have to just be a certain distance away from him when he won't poke you. Why did he poke me the first time? Ugh, mysteries. Are those hands in the background? Yeah, they are. Oh, goodness. So basically I have to wait for this platform. Now this is harrowing. Oh, and I... You know that grab button? You know the grab button, okay? You know the grab button. Because I know the grab button. I know the grab button far too well. As I play this game, I find that the grab button does not work for me like it does for other people. You know, it's just platformer. You know, just 2 button, 2 button. Especially a button that you press and hold. Okay, are you serious? I didn't like that. What didn't like that? Okay, jump over, jump down. Okay, you do have time to jump between those. It wasn't as unfair as I made it seem. Oh, goodness. This... Wow. Oh, wow. I was not even paying attention. Okay, more banana coins. Fine. Good. Wow, that was 2 levels? That was surprisingly quick. Alright, well, I guess, yeah. Since it seems like every time I go for the boss, I make these videos extraordinarily long, so I'm just going to stop there and have something more interesting to talk about. Oh, then, hey, who took this boss? Oh, wait. Is this, like, extraordinarily long level, or is this, like, the end game here? I don't know. You know what? Anyway. I'm just gonna save it for a new video. I already talked about something good. See you guys later.